Now, Dick, I have to say, I've been lucky enough to hold one of them. I've never obviously won one. I had one, but that is a fabulous piece of work. Charlotte Daly is some talent. It's going to be a lovely little piece, I'd imagine, on the mantelpiece at home.
It's absolutely lovely, gorgeous. And anyone wants to feel the weight of it. You want to be doing a workout.
You would definitely.
Carry that around. It's lovely, and thanks very much.
Describe how you're feeling, Dick. I know Claudia has done everything over the last couple of weeks to throw you off the scene.
I thought this was just going to be kind of come down to the bar, meet the girls, get something, and have a few drinks to go. It's overwhelming, girls. You've been, stars on and off the pitch, and this just typifies what you do, and what it's lovely. Thanks very much.
I'm going to come back to you for a few words in a minute. Mary, behind every great man,
there's 30 women.
But Mary, there's only one that cozies up to him in the bed at night time. and you've had his back for many years.
True, Killian, but listen to everybody speaking here tonight. I'm going to be able to say, Dickie, you're a bully. Back up.
Describe the last 25 years, if you can, in a nutshell. We've heard an awful lot of it, but you're at the coal face, Mary. I'm sure you ran ideas by you early doors.
Yes, and they often went on deaf ears, Killian. It's been a roller coaster. It's been amazing. Like going back, my first memory is when we were in Féile in Belfast. And we talk about the work was put into it and everything, but it was a beautiful weekend. It was very sunny, and my job was to keep the girls out of the sun. And then, we progressed and we had a few wins, and then one little girl said to Dick, "When are we going shopping, Dick?" And his response was a big shake of the head. So from then on, obviously, all the years, I was involved in the club, I was secretary, whatever. I was county board delegate, and that was great because I could bring back all the news to Dick on what was happening with other clubs.
All part of the plan, of course.
All party planning, yeah. So it's been amazing. It's been our life. Yeah. It's been great.
But Mary, a uniqueness among you as a couple to welcome so many people into your home.
Yeah, we have a big family now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. The girls from Naas especially, and of course Roisin. We just opened our doors to them. They're part of our family. We flew home from work. We live together. We work together. And we look after the girls together.
Good. And you also, I believe when you're talking about flying home, you flew home from Australia, I think, at one stage.
I did, much to poor Jackie's. I flew solo for one of the All-Irelands, yeah.
Wow, that's a huge undertaking, 24 hours of travel to get back, but I doubt you were going to miss it.
Never. No, I was going to be here, and I knew they were going to win, and Jackie's sister was in us when we were in Sydney, we were listening to it, and she said, "Mary, you won't be going home because they won't win." I said, "Marie, they will win." So yes, I flew home.
So you were the difference, obviously, Mary, making that effort. Emma, let's turn to you. The travel agent for that infamous trip to London. What can you tell us about that?
I think the less said about that trip. Yeah, that was the best 24 hours of my life. I ended up losing the folder. I think Chloe Doyle helped me on the morning to get everybody up. Elaine had left to go to the airport. thinking she could check people in without people being there. And I had fallen asleep for about 15 minutes, woke up, I had text messages from Chloe, do you need help getting people up? I was like, yeah. So it was a quick gather, counting heads into taxi and straight to the airport and home, yeah.
You, though, are nearly the next step in a way, because you are encompassed with these two every day of the week as well within the business, obviously.
Yeah.
What kind of boss is he? You know what he's like as a dad, as a coach? Is he any different as a boss?
I'm the boss. Yeah, he thinks he's the boss, but I'm the boss.
Okay, moving on. Claudia. You have the unique, like Siobhan, 4 All-Irelands back with the club. You were Féile captain in that famous coup 2000. Like, there's no way, obviously, as a young person, you would have foreseen what was ahead, but you're in the Flanagan household, you know something is cooking.
Yeah, I suppose Geraldine talked about it, Daddy talked about it a couple of months ago, about a curious way I have of asking questions and bringing people on board. And I suppose in Féile, in those very early days, like anybody else my age, just wanted Mammy and Daddy to be interested in the things that I was doing, and I had heard stories about Broadford hurling and Kildare football and all the things that Daddy had done. And so when Geraldine talked about that we needed a coach, I said, well, yeah, my daddy can do that. And I remember looking at with the old dressing room from Johnstown, and we were in there, and Geraldine was saying we needed somebody to help, and I was like, yeah, that's no problem. We'll sort that. And I suppose that's been the theme. Whatever we have wanted as a group, if it is mentioned to Daddy, even the wind of the word, he does it. And I suppose there's a couple of different points along, I suppose, my career that stands out. So obviously Féile was an amazing time for us as a group of people. And a couple of the girls and people here have talked about it in terms of what Daddy has done for us. And it was really just to make us feel special, to feel like people of value in a community that is very much a community, as you can see tonight. So that was the first time, I think it was Coleman Byrne drove us over the bridge in a pickup truck into Johnstown. No health and safety, no nothing. We had won and we were to be celebrated. And that has been the theme, I suppose, of the last 20 plus years. And I mean, people have talked tonight about ways that Daddy has kind of wrangled people in and all the rest. But there's times Daddy's also kind of said, well, am I the person for the job? And he took a break after we won the intermediate, maybe with the idea that there was somebody else to take us further. And then there wasn't. And thanks to Jane O'Donoghue and Siobhan Hurley here one night, I can't remember whose 21st it was, but anyway, wrangled Daddy into training the under-21 team. We had been bet heavily enough, I think, by Salford in the county final. It was our first county final, and for Daddy there was business to be done. And again, we won the county final, and we couldn't push through the next ceiling, which was the Leinster final, and we had an awful day in some hole, maybe in Laois, I'm not sure, but I can't remember where it was, but it was an awful rainy day, it was a disaster. We had put something on our hands to make the ball stick, the ball would not stick, and we were bet by Michael and we were devastated. And at that point, Daddy again was wondering, is this the ceiling that he has reached? And at that time, I remember saying to Daddy, we're going to win, it's coming, and I want you with us. And I suppose that was it for me, like anybody here tonight, wanting a parent with you, that was it. I wanted Daddy with us, I knew success was on the way,
more than Mary Murphy knew it was on the way. It was coming. And I suppose a couple of things, probably people have touched on it tonight. What Daddy has instilled in us, people have put different words on it tonight, but it's made us relentless. There's nothing that we won't do because we don't believe. I'm probably saying too many don'ts and do's, but there's nothing that's not possible for us because that's what Daddy believes. There's nothing you can't do if you don't want to do it. So it has made us relentless. It has made us fearless. Daddy has made us fearless. I have friends from Mulla and Galway who said that Tanya Johnson's interview was like too much in Galway to dare say she didn't know who Therese Marr was. But the fact was, every time Therese Marr went to get a ball,
Tanya Johnson was there.
Tanya Johnson was there, Eva Trant was there. If Eva Trant couldn't get her, Jenna would get her. Jenna couldn't get her, Aaron would get her. And that wasn't anything that you could kind of put your finger on. It was because as a collective we believed this was it, we could do it. It wasn't that any other team deserved something more than we did. So yeah, relentless and fearless and people of value. And I suppose for me, what was most important, and there's a video, unfortunately it's not here tonight, but Fiona Tran took it, of the final, when the whistle blew in Clonus, and it's Daddy jumping into Chubby's arms, legs in the air. And I suppose what's been the most important thing to me as a daughter, no more than Mammy, but seeing how happy this whole journey has made Daddy, and that has been something that I am so happy to have been a part of. But really, for me, that's the most important thing, how happy this has made Mammy and Daddy. It's given us a purpose bigger than ourselves, and that's always important, and something to just really, to hang our hats on. Yeah.
Very well said. It's easy to see the cloth that Emma and Claude are cut from, isn't it? Yeah, I think you're passing on an awful lot of your traits here, Dick. I'm very conscious to mention the next generation that are coming. I believe Billy and Zach are playing with Broadford, is that right? Yeah. That talent has obviously been passed on down along the line as well. And Rosie, I believe you might have a little project that we need you to do. But you are a great helper to this man as well. You're obviously picking up on some of the roles and topics as well, aren't you? So do you want to do that little job maybe that you're going to do for me? So Rosie is going to present Dick now with a memory book, which is on behalf of the next generation of female athletes. So Rosie, passing on to Dick. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call the night and bring it to an end here. While he's standing, will you please be upstanding, please, for Dick Flanagan. This is your night, Dick. Congratulations. I don't know if you want to wrap up. If you want to say a few words, you're more than welcome to, but I know you're a quiet man, so. Done. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up again for Dick Flanagan. And before Dick leaves the stage, I'm going to invite people up. We're asking people to come up. We're going to get one big group photograph with all the coaches and players and stuff like that. So if you'd make your way forward here to the stage. I know the photographer here wants to grab a picture, so will you please do that? Ladies and gentlemen, listen, it has been my utmost pleasure to be here. Thanks to Claudia for inviting me, the Flanagan family for having me. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.